Hi, I currently have Patty Mercado. She's actually a personal trainer who's from the Bronx, and I'm interviewing her because I met her a while back, and I um, think that she is someone who's looking into physical fitness. Anyone's looking into physical fitness should actually be in touch with her because she's good at what she does. Uh, Patty, do you have anything to say?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, Benson introduced me. My name is Patty Mercado, and I am a fitness. I like to call myself a fitness professional. When people ask me what exactly do, I say fitness professional, because I don't break it down. The whole trainer, group fitness instructor, mentor, coach. It's a lot to put in one. And because I do various things, I do mentor people, how to get like a healthier mindset as well as also eating better. I am not a nutritionist by any means. I'm not certified as a nutritionist whatsoever. So I just, again, mentor my clients and my members to just leading a healthier lifestyle, which includes obviously exercising and training.
Okay. I want to ask you, where are you from?
Originally, I am born and raised in a very small town in New Jersey, and I moved to the Bronx when I was 18 years old. When I've been in the Bronx, I was in the Bronx up until July of 2020. I am 34 now, so I was in the Bronx for about 16 years, and I currently just moved an hour up north upstate due to the pandemic, actually.
Congratulations. My
Thank
God.
you.
Wow. So, in your fitness profession, how long have you been doing this?
Well, I have been involved in fitness almost my whole life. I do come from a fitness background in general. My father is a marathon runner. My brother is now following in his footsteps. But as far as becoming professionally and really serious about fitness, I would say about 5 years ago, but I became certified 4 years.
Get into fitness. Or start your fitness business.
What made me start really is, it's really long. I'm going to try to make this as short as I possibly can. One of the reasons I started was my daughter.
Okay.
Another reason I had started was because a lot of people, after I had my daughter and I lost weight on my own without a trainer or anything, I completely changed my eating habits. I was just going to the gym myself, doing the things that I know. And I was able to transform my body in such a way that I was also in the gym so much that I became friends with people in the gym. And I had one of the group fitness instructors who I would take her class a few times a week. She came up to me and she goes, "I don't think you realize how good you are and how amazing your body looks." Like, she's like, "I have seen you from when you first started taking my class." And she goes, "I think you need to become an instructor." She's like, "There's something about you." And I was like, "What?" And she goes, "Yeah." And it was funny when she said that because I was just thinking about becoming like a Zumba instructor. Nothing against Zumba. I love Zumba, but it's, it's very low impact. So I was thinking about that, and then I had brought it up to my family, and then I saw an ad that they were looking for a kickboxing instructor. And you did not have to be certified, but you had to be experienced in kickboxing and willing to learn and be a quick learner. I was willing to learn whatever, and I'm a very, very quick learner, especially when it comes to hands-on. So when I got the job being a kickboxing instructor, and the feedback that I got from members was a phenomenal feeling. Absolutely amazing. And they were who made me want to become certified and take it way further. And to see the way that a lot of people would come up to me, I had women cry to me, girls cry to me, telling them that my words of encouragement, the way that I teach, the type of person that I am, the music that I play, like there's just something about me that makes them feel better about themselves. Like I made them want to come and take an hour class after working 9-10 hours. And I dealt with a lot of teachers and a lot of nurses. And they were like, at the end of my day, I am so tired that I knew if you were working, I'd have an awesome workout. You have great energy, great music. You talk so well to us. You motivate us. And just hearing that type of feedback from the first gym I ever worked in was what made me really open my eyes and say, you know what, this is what I want to do. I don't want to go back to the corporate world where I was prior to having my daughter. I'm happy doing this. I'm happy going into work. My daughter used to come and, watch me teach, and seeing her and being happy, and she's smiling at me, and it just made me want to go further in this fitness industry.
Are you working for yourself now, or are you working for someone else?
Currently now I am completely independent. I have worked for gyms and owners in the past, but very, very recently I have just gone completely independent and looking to do something on my own. No team, no manager, no owner, no nothing. I am going to start from scratch, and see, where it takes me.
Okay. When you started your fitness, what do you offer to your clients? I know you have a lot of different skills.
Yeah, I do. I teach a lot. I don't just teach, just like one type of workout. I started out in kickboxing just because of the fact I think when I was younger, I suffered with weight issues, and kickboxing, I started when I was 15 years old as taking classes. And I have done various workouts, but the kickboxing is something I think I kind of found my niche in regards to fitness, something that I never ever became bored. It was always fun. Like if you want to work out, you can't make it dreadful. So you have to find your fun and your why as to why you're working out. So kickboxing, I had started, I started with that. And then, from there, I just did like little things in the gym and stuff like that, but nothing was really like kickboxing. But kickboxing is what set me off in the fitness. And then that's how I started becoming a fitness professional, is I actually started teaching kickboxing first, is where I started originally.
So what else have you added to your routine?
Well, now I teach kickboxing. I teach boxing. I don't teach boot camp right now. It's just hard just because everything I do is virtual. So it's very, very hard to teach a boot camp class virtually. So I've kind of played around with the boot camp format in order to be able to give some type of workout like that virtually, but it's again not an actual boot camp, but I teach that as well. I also teach like body sculpting, toning. I teach cardio HIIT, and I am also a certified Strong by Zumba instructor, but I haven't taught Strong by Zumba in a year, so I don't really add that in right now.
Okay. How has the pandemic been for you?
It's been really rough. The gym industry has been hit extremely hard, regardless whether you work for a huge franchise or you work for smaller private gyms, which I've worked for both. And both of my gyms, I worked for a very big worldwide franchise that got shut down. And I also worked for a private smaller gym that also was shut down during the pandemic. So I have taken everything fully virtual, and it's very hard right now because everybody in the fitness industry is doing it. And you have to continuously be mindful of what gyms are doing, what other independent trainers are doing, and you have to consistently do your homework and put yourself out there in a way to show how you're different from the millions of other people who are doing the same thing. And for somebody like me, it's a little bit harder, just because I don't have a huge following. Like I don't have 50,000 people who follow me on Instagram or Facebook or anything like that. I don't have a huge franchise, promoting me and putting me out there. So for me to put myself out there, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And I think what has had people geared to me with the clients that I do have, I think it's a little bit more personal because I do share my story, because they ask me, why are you a trainer and why do you like to train? And I'm very, very honest with every single person who works with me, whether they work with me taking my group fitness classes or if they want to do one-on-one personal training. And a lot of times it's not because of what I've shown my results of what I can bring to you. I think it's more so like, I like who you are as a person. You're not pushy. You're not trying to like sell me the world like some other trainers do. And I'm a little bit more realistic. And I try to just connect with my clients and members on a different level than what I see how other people, virtually fitness trainers or gyms doing it right now. A lot of it is just commercialized. I try not to be commercialized. I try to be as realistic as possible.
Yeah, when we had a conversation a while back, I mean, that's one of the things I remember about you that stick out, that you try to build that relationship with your clients.
Yes, because I'm just like them. I don't ever want, whether you're a client or a member, or you only take my class once a week or, every other few weeks or something like that. I want people to know that I'm just like them. Just because I'm a trainer, it doesn't make me God. It doesn't make me better than anybody, because fitness is not easy. You have to be really, really determined. This is one industry and one field, which also makes it hard for me as an independent trainer and instructor, is that this is a field that somebody can be on for a month and they're consistent, and then they may either have that, something happen in their life, or maybe they just get bored, or they just don't feel like sweating anymore and they just kind of fall off. So it's not, there's some industries that it's just a consistent go, but then this is the type of industry that you do have your highs and your lows consistently, because it's just, it's the game of business.
If you had to give some advice to someone who needed to do fitness but couldn't pay for anyone to do personal fitness with you, what kind of advice would you give to where they would start first?
Well, always, I would say, look, if you cannot afford personal training, I completely understand, because even me as a trainer, even if I wanted a trainer, and there is trainers who have trainers, even if I wanted a trainer, I couldn't be able to afford one right now. So, if you can take my class, which my classes vary from anywhere from $5 to $10 a class. And even if you can't do it every single day, but you're like, you know what, Patty's such a great trainer, she's such a great group instructor, just take a class when you can afford $5 or $10. And even if you can't do that, I'm never one to not promote other people. Like there is a plethora of free workouts online, especially on YouTube. And I don't mind having someone go and take somebody else's workout online that's for free. A lot of times I do that, and I don't want to sound, what is that word? I don't want to sound too confident, but when I have done that, people have come back to me and be like, oh, thank you for the recommendation of a workout. It was so great, but it wasn't you. So and they always come back to me. I have never referred anybody to YouTube and they never came back to me. That hasn't happened yet.
You mentioned your class is $5 or $10. Where is it? Is it online or?
Yeah, online, and I do it on Zoom.
Okay.
So I pick a day, I pick a time, and the person will Venmo, Cash at me, and that's it. We get on Zoom. I give them the login, the password. Whoever pays obviously gets that information, and everything is through Zoom currently. But like I said, hopefully I'm hoping to change that soon to give a little bit more of a professional feel.
So,
absolutely, yeah, yes. It's I'm actually. Not confirmed, but today I'm actually speaking with some of the creators from the company, and the platform that I'm hoping to start using by the end of this month, February, is called Recess TV.
Okay.
And it's a website, and it's completely free. It's free for me also, which is great, which is also why I use Zoom, because it's free. I don't have to pay anything. But you do have, your glitches, and, obviously free, it's those type of things tend to happen. But the good thing about it is, like, say for you, for instance, and you're like, look, I don't want to pay $40 a month. You don't have to. You could still go to Recess. You can look up my name, and you can be like, okay, good. I only have to pay $5 for today. Good. I'm not willing to pay $20, $30 a month just yet. I'm willing just to do pop-in classes, and you have that option. So you put my name, you see the days, my schedule come up, like, okay, and it'll be very specific, like, okay, Patty on Mondays teaching body sculpting. Wednesdays she's doing boxing at this time. So everything will be there, and hoping, that'll be happening relatively soon.
Okay. Now, who would be like a very good client for you for personal training?
A good client for me is someone who is determined, someone who is consistent, and someone who is responsible. Obviously, if we schedule a training session at 6:00 in the morning, and I get up at 5:30, and I'm preparing, and I'm sitting there waiting, and you forgot, you overslept, those are the clients that I'll hold on to them, but I will make them pay for it. But just a client, the main thing for me is for people to trust the process. I need a client who's willing to trust the process. I need a client who knows that I am not a gimmick. I can easily work somebody out really hard for 14 days, give them a meal plan. Yes, they're going to lose weight. Is it going to be realistic and sustainable for the rest of their life? Absolutely not. I am a trainer who is going to slowly work up, the level with you, but get you to be able to change your lifestyle in a way to be sustainable, because that's the type of trainer that I am. I like clients who come to me and they're looking like, look, I have to lose weight, but I'm not trying to do it in 90 days, or I'm not trying to lose 60 pounds in 90 days. I'm trying just to become healthier, and I want you to help me get there. And listen to me at the same time, because clients who don't listen and they work out with me, but then they eat like crap, and then they wonder why they don't feel great working out, or why they're not losing weight. It's kind of like, well, you're not listening to me. Of course you're going to feel like that. Of course you're not going to lose weight, because I gave you, tips and pointers on how to change your eating habits. And if I'm telling you to eat grilled chicken with some broccoli on the side, and you go ahead and have fried chicken with French fries, you can't be mad at me that your scale is not moving. You have to, I like just clients who understand that they have to work with me as well. I can only do from so much, regardless, even if it wasn't virtual. Even in person, I can't be there to make your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner, and make sure you're drinking enough water, regardless of the fact. So that's, people like that. And, again, like I said, they have to trust the process. Those are the best type of clients I could have.
So currently, how do you advertise your business?
Right now, the only way I advertise my business is word of mouth and through social media. So I advertise through Facebook, I advertise through Instagram. The way that I would just advertise kind of clients, I do my, me working out on my own, I'll film myself and I put it out there. And it, the type of workouts I do are very different. They are not generic whatsoever. I try to make, even for me, because a lot of times it's hard, especially working out at home, I try to make things interesting. So when people see the videos I post on my Instagram, or on my Instagram stories, or on my Facebook stories, and they're like, oh my God, you do that? Oh my God, that looks so cool. How much are you going to charge to train me? Your body looks like this, or I like your arms, or how did you get your legs to look like that? And just from me posting how I work out is how I gained my clients. And when I teach classes, then I promote that on my Instagram and my Facebook as well. And I let people know what type of class it's going to be, what day, how much, and if they have any questions, I always let people know, feel free to ask me whatever it is that you know, need to ask me. And there I give people various ways to make payment, and sometimes I even offer free classes, because with the pandemic, I know a lot of people lost their jobs, including myself, and I feel like sometimes you need to give that back, especially to people who have been really loyal to me throughout this whole time.
Bitch, I do pimp shit, How you on simp shit? He say you want my money,